Hello everyone and welcome back to Zacklit Educational channel. So in this video we are going to know frequently asked questions in the UGC NET Environmental Science examination with the help of short notes and point wise explanation. So get ready with your notes so that you can write all the important things which we are going to discuss in this video. I am repeating, this is very important and frequently asked questions which will be discussed in this video. So we will be discussing two of the very frequently asked numericals, because numericals people are having a problem, they will be thinking how to solve and the mathematics comes there. So very simple things, just you should know how to approach the question. The question comes like this. This was asked in the last year's examination. A single solar cell, and the dimension is given 10 centimeter into 10 centimeter solar cell, that was a square size because the length and breadth are of similar length. So produces is voltage of 0.5 volt and a current up to 2.5 ampere. If the solar insolation is 800 watt per meter square, the efficiency of the solar cell will be how much? So here in the question, solar cell efficiency is asked. So for that, what we should know is that for any calculation of the efficiency, we should know the power output and the power input. So power out by power in if we are having, then simply we have to divide them and that will give the efficiency of any of the device. So that is the basic thing, the fundamental thing. That means P out by P in will give the efficiency. If we multiply with the 100, that will give in percentage of efficiency of any material. Now coming to how to approach this question. P out, that means power output. How much power will be the electrical power output from this solar cell? The formula is V into I, which we learned in our class 12. Power is equal to V into I, that means voltage into current. So voltage is given 0.5 volt multiplied by 2.5 ampere. Simply multiply it and we'll get the value as 1.25 watt. That means that is the power output. But power input is how much? Calculating the solar power input. Solar power input formula is solar insolation into area of the solar cell. We have to multiply that. Solar insolation given how much? 800 watt per meter square. Multiplied by area of the solar cell. Area is length into breadth. So here as we know, 10 into 10 centimeter it is given as the solar cell dimension, which is in the bracket in question. But here we should mark that everything is coming in meter. That means here we will see solar insolation in meter square and meter is the SI unit. So for that reason we have to convert 10 centimeter into meter, and after multiplying that we will get 0.01 meter square. That is the area of the single solar cell. When we convert 100 centimeter square into meter square, it is 0.01 meter square. So after multiplying with 800 watt per meter square, that is the solar insolation, the value we will get is how much? I will clear this. It will be 8 watt. That is what? That is the solar power input. And output how much you got? 1.25 watt. So similarly, efficiency, as we discussed in the early part of the video, efficiency is power out by power in multiplied by 100. That will give in percentage. So power out is 1.25 watt, we have calculated, and power input is 8 watt multiplied by 100. That is giving the value as 15.625 percentage. So here the closest value is option number 1, 15.6 percentage. You will get the full marks. Within seconds you can solve these kind of questions. It is coming from the energy and environment unit. So if you just know the formula, you will be able to get the full marks. So no need to worry about this kind of numericals. Now let's move on to the next kind of frequently asked numericals. Let me remind you about the 4 mock test series which will provide a solid revision for the UGC NET Environmental Science paper. So this quality mock test as per the latest syllabus is available for just rupees 199. Yes, 2 simple steps to avail this mock test. You have to pay rupees 199 to this number 8895035690 and send me the screenshot, and then I will provide you the links for the all 4 mock tests. So here on your screen you can see this question again from energy and environment, very frequently asked question. Very simple thing if you know the concept. A tidal power station has basin area 10,000 meters square. So basin area is given as 10,000 meters square. Note it down in your note. And water trapped at height of 2 meters. So height of that tidal power station is how much? It is 2 meters above the low tide. And if the density of the seawater is 1025 kg per meter cube, the potential energy available for every tidal period is how much? So here we have to find the potential energy from that tidal power station for every tidal period. So for that you should know potential energy formula. From the school days we know potential energy formula is mgh. It is not mdh masala, it is mgh. So here E means energy, that is potential energy. M is the mass of any substance, here it is water. G is the acceleration due to gravity, that is 9.81 meter per second square. H is the height of any substance where it is given, here it is the height of the water. So that is the basic thing. E is equal to mgh, we know, and all these values are given. So from here we have to solve that. So here all the values are not given, we have to find the mass of the water. Then only we can multiply it with the acceleration due to gravity, that is 9.8 we know, and height is also given. So now we have to calculate the mass of the water we have to calculate. For that we have to first calculate the volume of water. So here the volume of water is given by the product of the basin area multiplied by the height of the water. So here the V means, that is the volume of water, is equal to area multiplied by height. We all know volume means, to find out any volume, first we have to find the area of that place and just multiply with its height. So here what is given? Area is given 10,000 meters square. Here in the question it is given. Multiplied by height is given as 2 meter. No need to convert it into any unit. It is in meter only. Simply multiply, it is 20,000 meter cube. That means that is the volume of the water. But for this formula we need mass of the water. So mass is equal to how much? It is equal to density into volume. Yes, density into volume will give the mass, or we know density is equal to mass by volume. You should note down density is equal to mass by volume. Here we need to find out the mass, that's why we are multiplying density into volume. So here we are having the density given in the question. Question is giving how much? Density is equal to 1025 kg per meter cube. Simply multiplied by the volume which we got, 20,000 meter cube. So after that we'll get the value as 25,000,000. So that means how much? It is around 205 lakh kg. So this is 205 lakh kg. We are saying in kg because that is the SI unit. Next, calculating the potential energy. We are having all the things. Just put the values and get the answer. Potential energy mgh, mass we have got 205 lakh kg, multiplied by g, acceleration due to gravity, 9.81 meter per second square. 2 meter is the height. After multiplying with all this value we will get approximately this value. It will be in the joule, 401,610,000 joule. But in question it is asking in megajoule. For that what we have to do? We have to divide that. Yes, divide with 10 to the power 6. Then only we can get the megajoule. So here after dividing this value we will get around 401.6 megajoule. So it will be rounded off to 402 megajoule. Option number 2 will be the correct option. You will get the full marks. So these were the two important frequently asked numericals asked in the UGC NET Environmental Science examination. I hope you have noted down, and similar questions you have to practice in order to get more precise in your examination when these questions are asked. So for such videos, don't forget to subscribe the channel Zacklit and hit the notification icon to get all further updates. You can join our Telegram page for daily quizzes to strengthen your preparation. So see you guys in our next video. Till then, keep smiling and believe in yourself.